Samson winning,
Mm-hmm.
Andrew second, Derek third.
Then he beat Samson at the Arnold.
Yes.
Everyone, welcome back to the channel. The 2025 Arnold Classic is just around the corner, and you know what that means. It's time for predictions. With a stacked lineup of incredible athletes, this year's competition promises to be one for the history books like Mr. Olympia. Derek Lunsford is making his debut this season at the Arnold Classic. Can he dethrone the reigning champion Samson Dauda? Samson has been unstoppable with his size, symmetry, and aesthetics. Who will rise to the top and who might surprise us all? Stick around as we break down the entire lineup from future stars to proven champions and share my predictions for the top 12 in the men's open division. Let's start at number 12 with Carlos Thomas Jr. Carlos has the tools to be a top-tier competitor, but he's still refining his physique and figuring out how to peak perfectly for these major shows. For now, I see him landing at number 12, but keep an eye on him. He's a star in the making. How many of you think Carlos has what it takes to crack the top 5 in the next few years? Drop your predictions in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. Coming in at number 11 is the aesthetic king, Patrick Moore. Patrick's physique is like a work of art. His symmetry and proportions are next level, and he brings a classic look that stands out in today's era of mass monsters. But let's face it, in the men's open division, size still rules. Patrick has made strides in adding more muscle to his frame, but against this stacked lineup, it might not be enough to push him higher. That said, Patrick's posing and stage presence are always on point, and he's going to give the audience a show. While I have him at number 11, Patrick is the kind of competitor who could surprise us if he comes in bigger and sharper than ever. At number 10, we have Justin Rodriguez. Now, Justin is one of those guys who, when he's on, can look absolutely incredible. He has some of the best muscle detail in the lineup, but consistency has always been his challenge. Some shows, Justin nails it. He's sharp, full, and commanding on stage. Other times, he misses the mark. And that can cost him big. With a lineup this competitive, I think he'll land at number 10. So Justin with Miriam's, however, if Justin brings his A game, he could easily move up. Moving on to number 9, we've got James Hollingshead, the pride of the UK. James is a powerhouse. Thick, dense muscle with rugged look. His legs are massive, his back is wide, and he's known for his intense training style. But the key for James, as always, is conditioning. If he dials it in perfectly, he has the potential to move higher in the rankings. That said, with a lineup this deep, I think number 9 has a fair spot for him. James brings grit and determination every time he steps on stage, and that's why fans love him. At number 8, we have Jonathan De La Rosa. Jonathan is the epitome of balance. He doesn't have any glaring weaknesses, and his physique flows beautifully from head to toe. He's polished, symmetrical, and consistent, which is why he's always a solid contender in any lineup. However, in a show like the Arnold Classic, where you're up against guys with freaky proportions or overwhelming size, it's tough to stand out without a signature strength. Jonathan will look fantastic on stage, but in this lineup, I see him holding steady at number 8. Taking the number 7 spot is the one and only giant killer, John Clarida. However, his smaller frame is always going to be a disadvantage in the open division, especially against the massive physiques in this lineup. Still, you can count on Sean to give it everything he's got and leave the audience in awe. At number 6, we have Akim Williams. Akim is a true mass monster. His sheer size and thickness are mind-blowing. His legs are some of the biggest in the sport, and when he's in shape, he's nearly unbeatable in terms of size and presence. The big question for Akim, as always, is conditioning. If he nails it, he could easily crack the top 5 or even higher. But if he comes in even slightly off, it's going to hurt him. Based on his track record, I have him at number 6, but Akim is always a wild card. Breaking into the top 5, we have the former Arnold Classic and Mr. Olympia champion Brandon Curry. Brandon's physique is all about shape and symmetry. He's one of the most aesthetic competitors in the men's open division. But here's the question. Has Brandon added enough size and detail to keep up with the younger competitors? Brandon's experience and Derek in the lineup, the competition is fierce. My thoughts on the division going into it, whether it'll go in a good direction or not, needs to be studied further next week. I have Brandon at number 5, but he's a proven champion who can never be counted out. At number 4, it's the conqueror, William Bonak. William is a 2-time Arnold Classic champ and he knows what it takes to win on this stage. His compact frame is packed with dense, detailed muscle and his conditioning is usually on point. However, in recent years, his midsection has been a point of criticism. And with the level of competition in this lineup, every little detail matters. If William can bring a tight, balanced package, he has the potential to move up. For now, I have him at number 4. Taking the 3rd spot is Andrew Jacked, the bodybuilding sensation who's been taking the sport by storm. Andrew's height, insane proportions, and perfect muscle insertions make him a standout in any lineup. Plus, he's been improving his conditioning with every show. The only thing holding him back from the top spot right now is muscle density. He's still filling out his frame. But make no mistake, Andrew is the future of bodybuilding, and a top 3 finish here would cement his status as one of the best in the world. At number 2, we have Derek Lunsford. Derek has made one of the most impressive transitions from the 212 division to the Men's Open in 2022, and he's proven time and time again that he's a legitimate contender for the top spots. But 2024 brought a different challenge. Derek had his sights set on the Mr. Olympia title, but he faced fierce competition, ultimately finishing in 3rd place. I asked Derek how he feels. He's ready to give it all. For an athlete like Derek, who thrives on constant improvement and excellence, this result was undoubtedly a disappointment. However, champions are defined not by setbacks, but by how they respond to them, and Derek is the epitome of resilience and determination. Derek is already known for his phenomenal conditioning, balanced symmetry, and exceptional muscle maturity. His stage presence and posing are precise, and he knows how to showcase his strengths to the fullest. But the question remains, can Derek improve enough to dethrone the reigning champion Samson Dauda? And finally, at number 1, it's the Nigerian lion, Samson Dauda. Samson shocked the bodybuilding world with his incredible win at the 2024 Mr. Olympia and 2023 Arnold Classic title, and I believe he's going to do it again in 2025. His combination of size, symmetry, and aesthetics is unmatched. Samson has the muscle mass to compete with the freaks, the conditioning to stand out, and the stage presence to dominate. In my opinion, he's the total package, and I don't see anyone beating him this year. Derek is coming into the Arnold Classic with something to prove, and Samson will need to do his absolute best to hold on to his crown. This battle between 2 of the sport's biggest stars promises to be nothing short of legendary. So, there you have it, my predictions for the 2025 Arnold Classic Men's Open division. Do you agree with my picks? Who's your favorite to win? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear what you think. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my bodybuilding predictions, updates, and analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.